Hey, what's going on? Welcome back to Everyman Driver. I'm Dave Erickson. This week, I happen to have two compact crossover SUVs in the driveway. But this video, I'm going to focus on just one of them, and that's the one you see closest to you, and that's a 2026 Mazda CX-50. My trim level this week is the hybrid. Let's begin.
Let's start under the hood because the hybrid is the headline for 2026. The CX-50 hybrid uses a hybrid system rated at 219 horsepower, and the whole point here is smooth, quiet power around town while still keeping that Mazda driver-first personality. And remember, all-wheel drive is standard on every CX-50, including the hybrid. So you're not paying extra just to get the drivetrain most people want for rain, snow, or dirt roads. Mazda's goal with this vehicle has always been utility with soul. It's tuned to feel composed and confident, especially on broken pavement, and it's got a planted stance that feels more stable than a lot of soft, floaty crossovers in this class. Now here's the big efficiency stat. This vehicle is rated around 38 miles per gallon combined, which is a massive swing from the gas version. For context, the standard non-turbo CX-50 is around 26 miles per gallon combined, and the turbo is around 25. So if you rack up miles, the hybrid can seriously cut fuel stops without turning the CX-50 into a boring appliance. All right, now let's move into the front of the cabin. Mazda's interior tends to feel a class above, and CX-50 is no exception. The design here is clean, horizontal, and premium looking, and the touch points feel solid. The driving position is excellent. You sit in a way that feels confident and connected, not perched on the top of the vehicle. On comfort, these front seats are the kind of seats you can do a lot of drive time in without feeling wrecked afterwards. And on this premium trim, you get more of that nice place to spend time vibe, the kind of cabin that makes it feel more upscale than the typical compact SUV. Infotainment is straightforward and easy to live with. It's not the flashiest of screens in the segment, but Mazda's layout tends to be clean and logical once you're set up. If you're the kind of driver who cares more about usability than gimmicks, this is one of the better day-to-day systems. Now let's check the backseat area. This is one of the vehicle's known trade-offs. Rear seat space is a bit tight, especially for taller adults on longer rides. For kids, teens, and the average-sized passengers, it's totally fine. But if you regularly haul tall adults in the second row, you'll want to test this against something like the CR-V or Forester because those can feel roomier back there. The good news is the seating position feels supportive and the cabin still has that solid, quiet vibe you notice immediately once you shut the doors. All right, cargo time. With the second row up, the CX-50 is competitive for everyday life, but it's not the class leader in raw space. Where it wins is shape and usability. It's wide, practical, and feels built for real gear. Fold the second row down and you get up to 56 cubic feet of space. That's enough for a weekend Home Depot run, a couple of big suitcases plus duffel bags, a folded stroller, and a full load of camping gear. Think cooler, folding chairs, a couple of storage bins, and still room left over. If you're road tripping, this is the kind of cargo area that easily handles 2 large suitcases, 2 carry-ons, and a backpack pile, no problem. And if you're a gear person, bikes, hiking stuff, muddy boots, the whole attitude is bring it on for Mazda. Before we wrap up, quick trim and value context here. For 2026, Mazda basically gives you 3 flavors: the standard 2.5, the turbo, and now this hybrid. The hybrid brings the best efficiency in the lineup. It also comes with added peace of mind. Hybrid battery warranty coverage is 8 years or 100,000 miles. Your final pros and cons, I would say, with this vehicle: standard all-wheel drive is pro, of course, on every trim. A premium feeling cabin, composed ride quality, and the hybrid's 38 miles per gallon combined makes this the smartest CX-50 for high mileage drivers. It still feels like a Mazda, stable, confident, and more connected than most crossovers. On the downside, rear seat space is still a little tight, cargo room isn't the best, and the infotainment isn't the flashiest if you're into giant tablet-style screens.
All right. Welcome back to Everyman Driver. I am Dave Erickson, and this is your 2025 Mazda CX-50, and this is a hybrid.
Mazda's 2025 CX-50 continues to shake up the compact SUV segment with its stylish design, sporty handling, and upscale features. Positioned alongside the popular Mazda CX-5, the CX-50 has carved out its own space with a distinctive look and added versatility. However, While it boasts a sleek exterior and enjoyable driving dynamics, its drawbacks, high pricing, limited cargo space, and an unintuitive infotainment system may leave some buyers looking elsewhere. So what's the big news for 2025? Well, they expanded their lineup with a new hybrid powertrain, promising improved fuel efficiency over the base and turbocharged engines. Other updates include the elimination of the base turbo trim, minor fuel economy improvements for the base engine, and more standard features across the lineup. Alexa built-in voice control, enhanced safety features, and improved lower trim options add value to this CX-50, but at a price point higher than most of its competitors. So let's dive into the trim levels and pricing. So there are 10 trim levels ranging from the affordable Select to the luxurious Hybrid Premium Plus, starting just under $32,000 for the entry-level Select trim, which includes all-wheel drive, synthetic leather upholstery, and a suite of safety features. At the top of the range, the Hybrid Premium Plus comes in at just under $42,000, featuring leather seats, a head-up display, and ventilated front seats. While this breadth of options ensures there's a CX-50 for many buyers, the high cost of the mid and upper tier trims position the CX-50 firmly as a premium choice in its class. As far as engine and performance, it's more sport than utility. The base 2.5-liter four-cylinder delivers 187 horses, which is adequate but uninspiring. For buyers seeking a more thrilling drive, they may appreciate the turbocharged version, offering 256 horsepower with premium fuel. Now, as you see here for 2025, the new hybrid powertrain adds a competitive edge, combining a gas engine and 3 electric motors for a total of 219 horsepower. Unfortunately, the hybrid's CVT limits its performance potential, and its towing capacity is capped at a modest 1,500 pounds compared to the turbo's towing capacity of 3,500 pounds. This leads to fuel economy and the competitor comparison. So this delivers an EPA estimated fuel economy of 25 city, 31 highway for 28 miles per gallon mixed driving with the base, dropping slightly for the turbo models. The new hybrid, which you see here again, 38 miles per gallon combined, 38, but still falls behind the Toyota RAV4 hybrid, which goes one more at 39 miles per gallon combined, or the Hyundai Tucson hybrid, which has a rating of 37, 38, so pretty much a push right there. While the CX-50's hybrid model improves efficiency for 2025, it doesn't provide a standout advantage in the crowded hybrid SUV segment. Let's go inside and talk about cargo and interior. Its design continues to impress. Premium materials, upscale aesthetics, even on lower trims, spacious front and rear seats, along with quality finishes like wood accents, available leather upholstery, which make the CX-50 feel more like a luxury SUV. However, road noise to some is more noticeable than in some rivals, especially at highway speeds. That'll be your perspective. Cargo space is a sore point, 31.4 behind the rear seats. Fold those down, 56.3. Hybrid models lose an additional 2.2 cubic feet due to battery placement. In comparison, the RAV4 offers up to 69.8. The Nissan Rogue and Hyundai Tucson both exceed 74. So for buyers who prioritize practicality, this limited cargo space could be a deal breaker. All right, the CX-50's 10.25-inch infotainment screen. Visually appealing, but functionally frustrating. While it supports wireless Apple CarPlay, Android Auto, touchscreen functionality is limited with these systems. For native controls, buyers are stuck using a rotary dial, which feels somewhat outdated and unnecessarily complicated in a market which is dominated by intuitive touchscreens. You got your competitors like the Tucson RAV4 offering larger, fully functional touchscreens with easier controls. Even Mazda's inclusion of Alexa voice commands and a premium Bose audio system in higher trims doesn't fully offset its awkward infotainment setup. Mazda does maintain its commitment to safety, with this vehicle continuing the legacy of its 2024 predecessor, which received Top Safety Pick Plus honors from the Insurance Institute for Highway Safety and a 5-star National Highway Traffic Safety Administration rating, so double thumbs up there. In the end, this vehicle blends premium design, sporty handling, exciting turbocharged performance into a compact SUV package. However, its high pricing, limited cargo capacity, and somewhat frustrating infotainment system may leave you struggling to justify you buying one of these in such a strong competitive marketplace. For buyers who prioritize style and driving engagement, this is a solid choice. For those seeking practicality, comfort, or fuel efficiency, they might be better served with rivals like the RAV4, Tucson, or Nissan Rogue, but of course, a test drive will take care of all that.
Now that you've seen it, learn more about it, how about schedule a test drive and get a price quote in your area by visiting quotes.everymandriver.com. Insider access to dealer pricing in your area from a qualified dealership. That's quotes.everymandriver.com. By the way, I have more information on this vehicle and others on everymandriver.com. Until next time, I'm Dave. See you next time. Adios. One final note, if you are in the market for a new vehicle soon, great. Connect with your local dealership and price and test drive at least 3 different vehicles. A vehicle's strengths and weaknesses can only be discovered when you are behind the wheel. My reviews can be good, but you need to test drive these yourself. Visit quotes.everymandriver.com, select the make, model, and your zip code, and you'll get invoice pricing in your area on those vehicles. Shop smarter with price quotes at quotes.everymandriver.com. You can save $50 right now on the Nuvio Recovery Chiller. It works with any tub, bathtub, cold tub, indoors or out. Just plug it in, set the temperature, and start plunging. Use my code below and grab your deal today. Want to save 5% on your very own at-home barrel sauna? I've partnered with Almost Heaven to hook you up. This has been a game changer for my recovery and daily routine. Use my code and link below and start sweating smarter. You can save 5% on the red light panel that I use every week. This platinum LED Biomax works anywhere. Bedroom, gym, recovery room, and is packed with science-backed benefits. Use my code below and start feeling the difference today.